Hi, Mystery Pony Fiction here. Today I thought I'd show the process of creating an audiobook. So I start with my previous title card that I made for my last fic, and I'm going to want to go to the last one I did, which isn't, I'm doing it for this one. Okay, I want to get this picture. And use it for, put it in here. And just copy the same positioning I had as the last image. It's always going to be slightly different depending on the aspect ratio of the last image. Now I'm going to want to change the author's name. By copy and pasting that. And I usually try to have it have the same, have it be the theme of whatever the author's profile image is. That's how I usually decide on what colours to make the author's name. So we've got King Ice here. Here we go. Now I've got to do the title. No, not the top one. That one's in the future. Okay, now I'm going to want to decide on a font for it. So that's when I go to the font. And I used to often get whatever font I wanted from here, but I've got to stop doing that for possible copyright issues it could cause. So I'm looking for maybe something love themed or sad themed, maybe. Sad. But I can only download one that says 100% free. Anything else I could regret using public domain. Okay, I think I'll go with that one then. And since I've gotten a new computer and have reinstalled Vegas, I now make sure that I only ever install fonts that are free, so that I'm also never confused by my choice of fonts in Vegas anymore, that one of them might not be free. Whoops, that's OBS. So that I can be sure that this big list of fonts here isn't going to be something that I can't use for copyright reasons. But what I got to do first is save this and exit and go back in for the new font to register within Vegas. No, I saved my project so far. Okay, so I'll look for that sad film font that I just installed. Okay, when it's this many words, it's usually a good idea to put it in 2 lines. Let's see what size suits it best. 42 is good. And now I'm also going to eyedrop that based on a certain theme. So shining armor. Yeah, I think his cutie mark is actually based on Twilight. It's the actual color that's in his cutie mark. So I think I'll go with white. And his cutie mark color for the outline. I think that will do. No, I think it'll look better with that blue from his mane. So let's try that again. Whoops. Just had the title be completely shining armor themed. And now I got to get my AI image that I spent quite a while in what's it called, purple.ai Discord to create an image. Okay, I don't really remember where I saved it. I'm gonna have to look for it. I would have saved it in this clop folder. No, I just call it clop folder because I used to make clopfic audiobooks of clopfics. Okay, I remember I saved it as shining, so I'll put that in the search. There's the image I made. Probably wasn't the best, but it took me a long time just to get an image this decent. There was a lot of crap that the AI spat out, so this will have to do. Oh yeah, this is going to be the background image. So in order to make sure it's the same as my last one, I'll move this over from my last reading, put this in, and it's going to, you know, not be fully framed or have the moving effects, but I'll just copy them over, make it a bit darker, so that it's not so much brighter. And there we go, there's my title card. The last 2 minutes and 40 seconds of just going up and down. As all my other cover arts have been. What do I call it? Title card, that's the name for it. Okay, now for some reason I have to save it as this particular 1080i 50 FPS, otherwise for some reason it just screws up. Don't really know why, but I've had to render just the title card as that type of file, whereas I render the final product of the audiobook something else. So now that I've saved that, I can open this brand new project. And while this title card is rendering, oh man, come on, close. Okay, while that's rendering, I'll make a start on this. I've got to get the recording I made, which is, can I just call it Brother? Brother. So that's the whole recording with all the flubs in it, all the mistakes, and it comes to a total of 16 minutes. So it's time to start editing it down. A Lullaby for Big Brother by King Ice. Get that cough out. Oh, damn it. I keep accidentally pressing D, which puts it on a different type of tool. Okay. A Lullaby for Big Brother by King Ice. Twilight, now an older and taller unicorn. Twilight, now an older... Okay, I usually tend to have some sort of starting music. That's when I go to this service that I'm subscribed to. Looks like my sign-in has expired. Come on. Do I have to log in? Hopefully it doesn't have to show any personal information on the page, seeing as I'm recording. Okay, so I'm going to want something kind of peaceful, sad. Well, I don't think it should start off sad because it isn't really revealed how sad the story is going to be until later. So maybe peaceful, hopeful. They're in a hospital, so I wanted to have a theme of medical. And let's see what music there is to go with this theme. I think that sounds fine. I never usually listen to the whole song, I just check that it fits decently well. Save it into art music. And just place it in Brother by King Ice. I think that's enough of an intro. Then after the song's played a little bit at full volume, then I decrease it all the way to where the waveform is practically unseeable by the naked eye. So I reckon 26, I'd usually go 28 or 30 if it's a loud song. But this is a soft, peaceful song, so I'll go 26 decibels under. Twilight, now an older and taller alicorn, strode quickly through the halls of the Crystal Empire's General Hospital. And the other thing I do is I always have my recording at +1 decibel. It's just been the standard for ages, so I'll do it to be consistent. And then we have, now my title card is finished rendering. So now I'll put that in. This is actually coming off my external hard drive. Yes to it being the same aspect ratio. Now I can just delete this audio track. That's just the silence that came with that video. And now I want to push this video track up to the top. Have it just replay because it's set up to loop well. all the way to the end of the thing, but it will probably be shortened by the time I get there, as I cut out all the mistakes.
Twilight, now an older and taller alicorn, strode quickly through the halls of the Crystal Empire's General Hospital, carefully avoiding bumping into one. She paid little heed to the few ponies who bowed to her along the way and made a beeline toward the door where Spike was standing. The sorrowful expression on his face conveyed everything Twilight needed to know, and Cadis's heart-rending cries only confirmed her fears as she witnessed the older alicorn breaking down in sobs, with Spike providing comfort.
It does start a bit sad. Wonder if this is the best choice of music then.
Spike providing comfort. The other alicorn standing nearby was as tall and beautiful as Cadence, someone Twilight knew quite well too.
I think this music would be more appropriate for later, when they're just kind of trying to ignore the sadness of the situation. So I think I'll try again to get something that is sad, serious, and this is going to be starting off in the throne room or something. So I don't know, let's just see how sad and serious goes. Melancholia. I can see which songs I've used before by the fact that this icon shows that I've downloaded it before. That's a bit too much. A lot of songs have got instrumental versions. What's it like when it gets to a louder bit? Yeah, I like this. So I'll download the instrumental version of this song. Now I might have a quick listen to the non-instrumental version to see if I want to combine it and have part of the lyrics during a break or something.
There is something I wanna leave. Hope keeps on breaking on the kitchen floor. I want more than this. I'm not good at being nice to me. Oh, and again, ooh, yeah. But pain is just a season. All the worst things always been. My heart doesn't break even. No, I'm trying to learn to be.
Sounds like it might be pretty appropriate. I'll download this lyrical version in case I want to use it somewhere. Although I've already got quite a lot of lyrical stuff already. You'll see what I mean. Someone's actually recorded a song for this for me. Okay. For now I just want the instrumental version, and I might use the non-instrumental. Oh bloody hell. And Vegas has just crashed again. I swear that Vegas crashes more often on my new, more powerful computer than my old one. I've got to hope I don't lose everything. Not that I've done much yet. But yeah, Vegas never used to crash while I was off browsing the web like that. It's going to add unnecessary time, how long it takes to get a quick fic done. Okay, let's check the autosave project. And it's stuck at 23. Yep, if it's stuck like that, it's not going to work. Hopefully this isn't going to be a particularly annoying with its crashing when I'm trying to record it. Although maybe trying to record this is what's causing it to crash more easily. It's usually not until I'm trying to render that I start having problems. Okay, it's not there. It should have been there in the recent, so I'm looking for Lullaby. L. Yeah, it didn't save any of the progress I'd made so far. Damn it. Looks like it's an actual file window that... Let's see. Okay, show me the ones I most recently downloaded. It doesn't necessarily work for some reason. Date created. No, I'm just going to have to go to my browser and get it from there. Okay, I want to use that Where Birds Sing one at some point. So let's drop that in. And then there's these two pieces. Ones I'll drop in. Another audio track for, and put my recording back in. Now this time I'm going to make sure I save a lot more frequently. This doesn't happen again. Okay, it's in my external hard drive. Under video, plot template, AI art no member. Okay. So I'm basically doing it all again. This is the kind of crap that can waste my time, make it take longer than it necessarily has to. Nearly every audiobook ends up taking longer than I expect. Okay, so I want to get my recording again. Put that in. Save. Let's just move those over there to use later. And go again.
A Lullaby for Big Brother by King Ice. A Lullaby for Big Brother by King Ice. A Lullaby for Big Brother by
Okay, let's get that back at the 1 decibel up. Again.
by King Ice.
I think that's enough. It'll be a more smooth transition of just going directly from that last note to the next note being lowered in volume. Now I might want to see at least a tiny little bit of a waveform in it. It'll get a bit louder at the end there. Should be good.
Twilight, now an older and taller alicorn, strode quickly through the halls of the Crystal Empire's General Hospital. Carefully avoiding bumping into anyone, she paid little heed to the few ponies who bowed to her along the way and made a beeline toward the door where Spike was standing. The sorrowful expression on his face conveyed everything Twilight needed to know, and Cadence's heart-rending cries only confirmed her fears as she witnessed the older alicorn breaking down in sobs, with Spike providing comfort.
Okay, so it turns out this is in a hospital, not a throne room. So now's when it's time to get some hospital background noise. Hospital. Now it might be hard to get something that's specifically more medieval or fantasy themed. Hence room tones of hospital. Public hospital entrance. I think hospital corridor is what I'll want. Okay, hopefully it won't be too much there that sounds too set in the modern day. So I'll save that in art sound. And I'm probably also going to want that hospital beep that I saw. That was a short hospital beep that I saw. I thought I did. Here it is. Hospital monitor beep. It's a sound effect I'll probably want to use. Okay, it actually has put my most recent 2 there this time. Okay, so let's get that hospital sound effect. Might as well add a new audio track. Looks like I'm probably going to need 3 for this.
Corn standing nearby was as tall and beautiful as Cadence.
Okay, that works pretty well. Reduce the volume of it.
Beautiful as Cadence.
Make it not too
Tall and
distracting.
beautiful as
Okay. I'll wait till she's actually in Shining's room before I use the hospital beep. Let's move that out of the way for now. To a future part. Okay.
Twilight, now an older and
Fade
taller
in.
alicorn, strode quickly through the halls of the Crystal Empire's General Hospital.
Let it be subtle.
Carefully avoiding bumping into anyone, she paid little heed to the few ponies who bowed to her along the way and made a beeline toward the door where Spike was standing. The sorrowful expression on his face conveyed everything Twilight needed to know, and Cadence's heart-rending cries only confirmed her fears as she witnessed the older alicorn breaking down in sobs.
Okay, looks like I'm going to want some Female crying. This might not end up working out. It might be a bit too distracting, crying and wailing. Okay, this is the one I usually use when this sounds appropriate. I can use different ones to give it variety. So I think I'll go with the third one.
Made a beeline toward the door where Spike,
Since I'm pretty sure I've used those last other ones in previous audiobooks.
hospital. Carefully avoiding bumping into anyone, she paid little heed to the few ponies who bowed to her along the way and made a beeline toward the door where Spike was standing. The soulful expression on his face conveyed everything Twilight needed to know, and Cadence's heart-rending cries only confirmed her fears as she needed to know.
Let's see that.
Cadence's heart-rending cries only confirmed her fears as she witnessed the older Alicorn breaking down, and Cadence's heart-rending cries only confirmed her fears as she witnessed the older Alicorn breaking down in sobs, with Spike providing comfort.
Okay, I think I'll put it there then.
The Alicorn breaking down in sobs, with Spike providing comfort. The other Alicorn standing nearby was as tall and beautiful as Cadence, someone Twilight knew quite well.
I can usually tell where my flubs are, my mistakes are, by those single peaks on the waveform. So I can just skip ahead to where the good take
Someone
is.
Twilight knew quite well too. It was Flurryheart, with teary eyes but more composed than her mother, who ran up to Twilight. "Auntie, you came!" she exclaimed as she hugged her aunt, which was quick to return the hug. "Of course I did. I only wish I was faster," Twilight whispered while patting Flurry on the head. Patting Flurry on the head. Patting Flurry on.
Okay, hopefully that won't be too awkward of
Whispered while
a cut.
patting Flurry on the head.
Maybe combine them a bit to make it less of an awkward
While
cut.
patting Flurry on the head.
Maybe back a bit.
While patting Flurry on the head.
There we go. Sounds pretty smooth now.
It's understandable. Twilight, you have many duties. Being the ruler of Equestria. Cadence stuttered between her tears as she attempted to calm herself down.
Okay, looks like I'll repeat this song. Fade it into itself to make it sound more seamless.
How is he? Twilight asked as Flurry looked down. Not good, her niece answered with a trembling voice. Not good. Huh? Not good. Not good. Her niece answered with a trembling voice. Twilight could see she was trying to stay strong, but she understood perfectly how hard losing a parent was. The doctor said he might not have a lot of time left, Cadence revealed, making the ruler of Equestria close her eyes. She didn't seem as heartbroken as the rest of her family, judging by her expression, but Spike knew better. He could tell how much he could tell how much she was hurting. Spike came out of the room a couple minutes before you arrived. Spike came out of the room a couple minutes before you arrived. she added as Twilight turned to look at her oldest friend. He asked me if you were here. He didn't outright say it, but it was obvious he really wants to talk to you, Spike stated while rubbing the back of his neck. Clearly, his talk with Shining didn't leave him unaffected. I'll go in without further ado then, Twilight said, only to be stopped by the older Alicorn. I wish I could be there with you, Twilight. I talked with him for a few hours earlier, but I don't think...
Okay, I'm going to cut off the last little bit of this hospital atmosphere and repeat it from the start because it gets a little bit more louder and distracting at that end bit there.
I'll go in without further ado then, Twilight said, only to be stopped by the older Alicorn. I wish I could be there with you, Twilight. I talked with him for a few hours earlier, but I don't think I can be there when it's time. Cadence stammered as Twilight put a hoop on her back.
Okay, kind of thought we would be in the room with Shining by now. So we should find another song. I don't usually like to repeat a song more than twice. So something else that's serious and sad. Dead to me. So,
On the side ahead of me, dead to me.
yeah, I don't think that's very appropriate. Tragic news. Okay, it sounds pretty appropriate. Might not end up needing to use the whole song because I think this scene's nearly done with. Let's save. Better save often in case it crashes again.
I wish I could be there with you, Twilight. I talked with him for a few hours earlier, but...
Okay, the last little bit of the song gets really quiet, so might as well just fade it into the new song early. To where the waveform's barely visible again. See how
I'll
that
go
goes?
in without further ado then, Twilight said, only to be stopped by the older Alicorn. I wish I could be there with you, Twilight. I talked with him for a few hours earlier, but I don't think I can be there when it's time. Cadence stammered as Twilight put a hoop on her back. It's alright, Cadence. I understand it's hard for you, she reassured her. Cadence wasn't a stranger to losing loved ones, but that was her husband and the stallion she loved for decades. Having never married or loved someone romantically, Twilight couldn't say she knew how Cadence felt. But she was aware it was more painful than she could imagine. What about you, Flurry? I was with Mum earlier, but... I was with Mum earlier, but I don't want to see Dad go. He must feel so lonely. Am I a bad pony for this? Flurry inquired as she hid her face with her wings. Of course not. There's nothing wrong with not wanting to see this. Shiny already knows you love him, and I'm sure that was enough for him. And I'm sure that was enough for him. She hugged. She. and I'm sure that was enough to him. She hugged Chloe with her wings for a couple of seconds, then went into Shining's room. She closed the door.
Okay, this is where the scene changes. I think I'll fade off the hospital corridor noise now. And have an occasional heart monitor sound going now. Now, I know in reality in hospital these heart monitors are constant and really annoying. But yeah, I think I'll downplay that a bit. Just maybe have it that often and then just copy that. Probably no more than 6 times as necessary. Try to have it evenly spaced. Thought I was trying to... Oh well, let's see how that goes.
Room. She closed the door behind her and lay.
So I'm going to want a closing door sound effect. Wonder if I can get one for an actual hospital. Close door hospital. Large wooden door. Now the sort of doors they have in hospitals are swivel ones. Okay, let's try close door swing. Nah. It's a plastic terrace. I think this will do. I don't know. Thinking of the doors they have at hospitals. Closed door squeak. Now, if this takes much longer, I'm just going to go with whatever, because I don't want to dwell on every little sound effect too much. And that sounds a bit more interesting. I'll go with that one. I want it to be pretty subtle.
Into Shining's room.
And low volume.
She closed the door behind her and laid her eyes on her brother, lying in bed. He was noticeably slimmer and covered in wrinkles, with a white mane and coat, a far cry from the strong stallion she remembered from her childhood. But one glance at his face was all it took for her to recognise her beloved sibling.
Okay,
He was
I think I want
connected to a
these.
machine that monitored his heartbeats, which
That's
revealed
when
that
it
his
should
heart
start.
was beating his sibling.
Shouldn't have to
He
monitor
was
stuff till
connected
it
to a
mentions it.
machine that monitored his heartbeats, which revealed that his heart was beating at a slower pace than it should be.
Thought
You would be late, he teased in a weak tone as he looked at her. Really? You know how anxious I get when I was late for anything. I'm always punctual, son.
Okay, I'll just have it beep a few times to establish it in the scene, but then that's it.
But one glance at his face was all it took for her to recognise her beloved sibling. he was connected to a machine that monitored his heartbeats, which revealed that his heart was beating at a slower pace than it should be. Thought you would be late, he teased in a weak tone as he looked at her.
I should probably put the beeps in between.
Than it should be. Thought you would be late, he teased in a weak tone as he looked at her. Really? You know how anxious I get when I was late for anything. I'm always punctual.
Okay,
Really?
Let me just get that fairly evenly apart. Okay, now I've got to focus on the actual. On my actual takes.
Tone as he looked at her. Really? You know how anxious I get when I was late for anything. I'm always punctual. Really? You know how anxious I used to get when I... Really?
Okay, that's all a bad take.
Really? You know how anxious I used to get when I was late for anything. I'm always punctual, Shiny. Twilight chuckled. Twilight chuckled as she sat beside his bed. I'm glad you're here, sis. I'm glad you're here, sis. Did you get taller since the last time I've seen you? He asked as he looked at her from head to toe. No, just got shorter. Twilight replied teasingly as Shining snickered. Well, getting old. Well, getting old will do that to you, he retorted weakly. The way he was smiling didn't make it seem like it. The way he was smiling didn't make it seem like he was on his deathbed at all. They didn't speak for a few seconds, letting their small laughter die as the tension in the room increased a little. How are you holding up? Twilight asked with concern and in a more serious tone than earlier. The doctors said, well, they said I don't have much time left, but I feel fine. I mean, I'm tough, so news like this won't bring me down. Nothing even hurts.
Okay, looks like I only got the vocal version of that Pieces song. Gotta make sure I get the... Okay, I've got to go to show all downloads because it's a bit further back. Instrumental version.
But I feel...
Oh, hang on, that's the one I already used. Okay, so it looks like Where Birds Sing was the next one I was going to do. That sounds a bit too optimistic. That might be one for when they're sort of joking about it later. But for now I need another sad one. Music, mood. Sad, dramatic, for something different than serious. The Dream of Life. That sounds pretty good.
Well, they said I don't have much time left, but I feel fine. I mean, I'm tough, so news like this won't bring me down. Nothing even hurts. That's what I told Cadence, Flurry, and Spike anyway. Shining replied as he lowered his eyes in shame. Truth is, I'm scared, Twiley. And I knew if I told that to the others.
Okay, did I miss any bad takes?
How are you holding up? Twilight asked with concern and in
I
a
think so.
That's what I told Katie, Florian's truth is, I'm scared, Twilight. And I knew if I told that to the others, they would insist on staying. I'm not saying I want to be alone, but I don't want to see them heartbroken. I'm so happy that you came, Twilight. But you don't have to stay either. He breaking down in sobs.
Oh yeah, forgot I put that there. I was just wondering what that was for a minute.
He told him earlier, but actions were always stronger than
Okay, where was I?
he added as his voice trembled. What are you saying? Of course I'll stay. You're my brother, dummy. We always said we always said that we would be here for one another. The Princess of Friendship smiled, showing no hints. The Princess of Friendship smiled. The Princess of Friendship smiled, showing no hints of sadness. If her brother didn't want to go while everyone else in the room was in despair, then she would respect that wish. And I would have done the same for you, sis. We were together when Mum and Dad. Shining paused, and that wasn't the last time. And that wasn't the last time either.
Okay, I might use that pause.
Shining
to
paused.
Showcase the music a little bit.
Shining paused.
And then fade it back out. What was the volume of the last one? 25.
And that wasn't the last time either. Twilight already knew. Twilight already knew who he was referring to. Applejack and Rarity. It wasn't easy. She didn't want to think about it since this was already too much. I wish I could always be. I wish I could always be there to comfort you. I'm sorry. Shiny. Twilight smiled reassuringly. You've been the best big brother a filly could ever ask for, so please don't apologise for something like this. I told you I'd be fine, didn't I? So trust me. She placed her hoof on one of his. I know, but a big brother's. I know.
Okay, I know I got confused between who was speaking a lot during my recording.
She placed her hoof on one of his. I know, but a big brother's always got to worry about his siblings. He chuckled. Twilight's words.
Okay.
I know. But a big brother's always got to worry about his siblings. He chuckled. Twilight's words seemed successful in cheering him up. I'm also happy that Spike seems to take it like a champ. He wished he could have spent more time with the dragon, if only to make sure he knew he always saw him as a little brother. He told him earlier, but actions were always stronger than words after all. Well, he isn't a baby dragon anymore. Twilight Queen, thinking back on how... Thinking back on... Twilight Queen, thinking back on how... Thinking back on how small Spike used to be, she used to carry him on her back. But that wouldn't really be possible now, would it? And he would be embarrassed too. And he would be embarrassed too. Embarrassed too. And he would be embarrassed too. And he would... Now would it? And he would be embarrassed too. We've really come a long way, haven't we? We've really come a long way, haven't we? Shining smiled warmly, his life and accomplishments as well as...
About halfway now.
His life and accomplishments as well as Twilight's flashing before his eyes. His sister nodded in agreement. I'm really proud of you, sis, and I'm sure Mum and Dad are too, he added, which made Twilight's wings twitch. Shiny, She started hesitantly as if holding down something in her throat. Hey, do you remember that time when we stole cookies from Mum's cookie jar?
Okay, this is where I think it starts to try to be a little more uplifting, so I should bring that bird sing song in now.
As if holding down something in her throat. Hey, do you remember that time when we stole cookies from Mum's cookie jar? I think you ate like 5 of them all on your own. He laughed at the memory. How could I forget? Didn't we blame Dad for it? Twilight replied while snickering.
Yeah, this is where I get confused about who's speaking.
5 of them all on your own. He laughed at the memory. How could I forget? Didn't we blame Dad for it? Twilight replied while snickering. Hey, do you remember that time we stole... Hey, do you...
There we go.
Hey, do you remember that time we stole... Hey, do you remember that time when we stole cookies from Mum's cookie jar? I think...
There we go, there's a lot to cut out there.
Hey, do you remember that time when we stole cookies from Mum's cookie jar? I think you ate like 5 of them all. Shiny, She started hesitantly. Cookies from Mum's cookie jar? I think you ate like 5 of them all on your own. He laughed at the memory. How could I forget? Didn't we blame Dad for it? Twilight replied while snickering. Mum was so mad at him. She even made him sleep on the couch that night. Shining laughed. Wonder if she ever knew it was us, he added warmly. Wonder if she ever knew it was us, he added that night. Shining laughed. Wonder if she ever knew it was us. Shining laughed. Wonder if she ever knew it was us, he added warmly. I would bet she did. Our lives never worked that well before, Twilight whispered. I would bet she... I would bet she did. Our lives never worked that well before, Twilight whispered. She was like a lie detector. Nothing could fool her. At least we couldn't, Shining chuckled. At least we couldn't. At least nothing could fool her. At least we couldn't, Shining chuckled. Simply sitting down like this and talking was nice. At some point they even stopped thinking about why Twilight was there, or why he was lying in a hospital bed. Those details didn't matter at the moment, did they? They both understood that if you were so close to the end, you'd rather spend your time having fun and making good memories. Those last moments shared would be remembered fondly, and Twilight knew that this would be... And Twilight knew that this would be how... And Twilight knew that this would be... And Twilight knew... be remembered fondly. And Twilight knew that this would be how her loved one would be remembered. as someone who lived a happy life with no regrets or resentment. Someone who said everything that needed to be said and lived life to the fullest. They didn't know how long they talked, but they shared their early memories and competitions they had as foals. But they shared their early memories and the competitions they had as foals. Twilight wondered why it took her so long to realise. She didn't have many friends when she was a filly, but she had nothing to be envious of when she had a big brother like Shining by her side. This was one of the other reasons she refused to cry. This was one of the other reasons she refused to cry in front of him. She already promised him she would be strong, didn't she? Besides, it would be a shame if she were to bring the mood down. So she would keep it in, keep her emotions in check, and she wouldn't allow herself to cry while he was there. Eventually, Shining's voice grew weaker as he got more and more tired.
The Sibling Supreme competitions, they were fun too. Kind of missed them. But I think it's fitting that Spike won that last one.
Shining breathed, smiling at the memory. We could always have a rematch, on the other side, I mean. Twilight grinned as Shining raised an eyebrow.
What do you mean?
Well, alicorns don't live forever, silly. She chuckled as Shining grinned competitively.
Well, I'm up for it, but no cheating with your alicorn powers or anything, okay? Okay, now, how long until...
Silence fell upon them again, as the grim realization...
Yeah, okay, I think this is when I gotta put in a song that someone sung for me, except I'm gonna start off with the... Okay, the best way to find it is to go to my DMs, to the person who I was talking to about this audiobook, King Ice. And he wanted me to do it of this song. Okay, I think this is the song that the guy sung for me. Yep, that's the one. So I'm going to start off with the instrumental version of this song that someone put lyrics to for me. And then I'm going to bring in the edited version of when they actually start singing.
Smiling at the memory. We could always have a rematch, on the other side, I mean. Twilight grinned as Shining raised an eyebrow.
What do you mean?
Well, alicorns don't live forever, silly. She chuckled as Shining grinned competitively.
Well, I'm up for it, but no cheating with your alicorn powers or anything, okay? I'll have Mum and Dad watch the competition to make you play fair.
As if I needed wings to beat you, they both laughed. As if I needed wings to beat you, they both laughed, pleased with what they had planned. Silence fell upon them again, as the grim realization that Shining's time was almost up came back.
Okay, I think I'll use this to showcase the song a little bit.
As the grim realization that Shining's time was almost up came back.
Okay, that's definitely a familiar song.
Was almost up, came back. Twilight didn't need to use much of her magic, nor check the monitor to see that life was slowly leaving him. Her brother was aware of that too. It was his own body too. It was his own body after all, but she wouldn't cry, not yet. I love you, Twilight, Shining stated hesitantly. I love you, Twilight, Shining. I love you, Twilight, Shining started hesitantly, trying to keep a small smile on his face. I love you too, his sister answered almost immediately. But I'm getting kind of sleepy, so I think I'll just close my eyes and rest for a bit. I'm glad you came, he said as his eyes were getting heavier. No, she still wouldn't cry. Of course, you shouldn't push yourself too.
Okay, I think that's a bit of a thought of Twilight thinking, which is usually a good time to put in a reverb effect, just the most default one, Bright Hall, for her thinking. There was probably other times that it would have been appropriate, but
He said as his eyes
good time to demonstrate it.
No, she still wouldn't cry. Of course, you shouldn't push yourself too. Of course, you shouldn't push yourself too much. Push yourself too much. Of course, you shouldn't push yourself too much, Twilight replied, then fell silent, unsure of what to say or do. Hey, Twilight, Shining called out to her weakly. Do you remember that lullaby Mum used to sing when we had nightmares? I do. Can you sing it to me? I think that'll help a little. For my brother, anything, Twilight replied as she caressed her brother's head. Shining softly hummed as he listened.
Okay, this is where I gotta bring in the song that someone
Shining
made.
softly hummed as he listened to Twilight's soothing voice while he slowly closed his eyes. He lived a great life, didn't he? The princess continued to caress him, patting him on the head as she went on.
Okay.
Twilight
Yeah,
finished her
this-
lullaby as tears finally streamed down her face. She cried.
Alright, now I've got to get that song. Okay, it was called, I would have saved it in art music, and I just called it Shining, I think. Shining. Oh, hang on. Did I save it in Clop? I don't remember where I saved it, so I'll go to my DMs. I guess re-download it again. Hang on. Did I even download it before? Oh, that's what that button's for. Oh yeah, that's what it was called. Lullaby for a BFFF. Okay. Won't download it again now that I know what it's called. Lullaby 4. Oh, come on, man. I thought I saved it in that folder. Or did I save it in this folder? Lullaby. What? Ugh. If I go back here. Lullaby for a BFFF. So it was saved in the general clock. I don't know why the search didn't work then. Anyway, there it is. Now I'm going to try to fit it in nicely with...
For my brother, anything. Twilight replied as she caressed her brother's head.
See if I can have it fade out to the start.
Caressed her brother's head. For my brother, anything. Twilight replied as she caressed her brother's head.
In the land of Equestria, where the skies are always bright, there's a special kind of magic that weaves through the night. Hush now, my little one, close your eyes and rest. Drift off to...
Wait a minute, is this even the same song? Lullaby. Did he use the second one? Crap. He might have used it. Oh, let me see. Okay, now don't know what's going on. It sounds different from the one that I thought the guy used to sing to. But did he use the second one that the author recommended? Is it this one? No, it's definitely different. It sounds different from even the... Okay, I think it is the same. Alright, it should be fine then. Should be the same song.
Twilight replied as she caressed her brother's head.
Drift off to sleep with the stars.
I gotta figure out where in the song it actually cuts back to. Oh man, I don't even have FimFiction open anymore. Oh. Okay, at what point in the song does it go to? Go! What is it? Okay, moon is high above us, is singing you to sleep tonight.
And the gentle breeze in the meadow sings you to sleep tonight.
Okay, that's when I gotta cut in and...
The meadow sings you to sleep tonight.
Shining softly.
Now hopefully I can just put in the instrumental version exactly where it is in the song, that stops.
shining softly hum as he listens. Shining softly hum as he listened to Twilight's soothing voice while he slowly closed his eyes. He lived a great life, didn't he? The princess continued to caress him, patting him on the head as she went on.
Okay, hopefully it will smoothly go into the next part.
Shining softly hum as he listened to Twilight's soothing voice while he slowly closed his eyes. He lived a great life, didn't he? The princess continued to caress him, patting him on the head as she went on.
Hush, my little one.
Patting him on the head as she went on.
Hush now, my little one. Close your eyes and rest. Drift off to sleep with the stars. Safe and sound in my nest. The ponies in the fields are sleeping as we snuggle close and warm, and the night sky twinkles brightly.
Twilight finished the lullaby.
Weather any storm.
Yeah, I might add like a sparkling star sound effect to make it sound a little cooler. Sparkle stars. See if anything comes up for that. Jet engine, no, that's not appropriate. Falling sparkling fade out. No, that sounds too sci-fi. Maybe that could work if I make it slower. So sometimes I will edit sound clips that I get from here. So I think I'm just gonna slow it down once it's in here.
Sound in my nest.
Okay, when does he mention stars again?
Drift off to sleep with the stars. Safe and sound in my nest. Drift off to sleep with the stars. Safe and sound, sleep with the stars. Safe and sound in my nest. The ponies in the fields are sleeping as we snuggle close and warm, and the night sky twinkles brightly.
Let's add another sound effect to make it a bit more original. Oh, what did it say? It's night sparkle. Night sparkle. Gosh, no. Night sparkle magic. No. Come on, I want something that sounds magical. Come on, where's all the magic sound effects? Absolute magic. Water whoosh spell. No. Oh, that's the one I just used. Hypnotized Dream Maker. White magic. That might be a bit more appropriate. I'll probably slow that down too. And then I should be about done.
Oh, sad morn, and the night sky twinkles brightly. Oh, sad morn, and the night sky twinkles brightly as we weather and the night sky twinkles brightly as we weather any storm. Hush now, my little one, close your eyes and rest. Drift off to sleep with the stars, safe and sound in my nest. So close your eyes, my little one, and dream of happy things. For in the morning light you'll wake to the joy a new day brings.
No, you're not. You're dying. Anyway. Twilight finished the lullaby as tears finally streamed down her face. She cried. Okay, I think that's a suitable way to end it. Normally I'd have a little bit of outro music, but I think it should just end there. Save, and there we go. That's done. That's how I make a audiobook. And now I just gotta render it as an MP3 and then as a video and start distributing it to my audiobook platforms, podcast platforms, that stuff. There we go. And I think that's an appropriate time to end the recording. Oh, hang on. This happens all the time. I accidentally just recorded that tiny little bit in between the yellow things. Yeah, as long as there's nothing after, I've actually got to make sure I render it and turn loop region only off. Now it will render. Okay. And I think that's... thanks for watching how I make an audiobook. Maybe I'll do it for another one with more complex stuff in it. But yeah, this was just a pretty simple one. See you next time.